Heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skillweed Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement, where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time.
Thank you all for joining. We'll kick off in the next 2 minutes. Let's go, folks. Let's go.
Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong.
Thank you all for joining. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody.
From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight.
Thank you all for joining. Kick off in the next 2 minutes. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. If you don't mind, smash the like button. Let's get everybody in. Let's go, people. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement, where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for taking the time to hang out with us. Awesome. Thank you.
Feel the drums pulsating.
If you don't mind, before we get started, just chat, text, and just say what's up. Hi, everybody. Thanks for making it. Let's go. The music is dancing. That's our theme song, folks. We love it. We enjoy it. All right, we'll just give everybody another 1 minute and we get started. It's going to be very impactful today, folks. Very exciting and impactful. Let's go. We love energy here, folks. Life is all about energy. We enjoy it. We love it. Positive energy only. Really. That's all. We have enough of those negative energy out there. That's all. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Binga. Tafuja in the house. All right. Thank you, Caesar. Smash the like button, folks. Let's go. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Shim. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Caesar. Thank you, Caesar. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to join. It's always exciting to have you all on a Saturday like this. There are many things you can do. You decided to hang out with us. Hopefully, we can make the next 30 minutes of your time one of the most impactful and fruitful time of your weekend. So, with me also today, one of our mentors who just got an offer last week, Cynthia in the house. Let me just give her a quick embrace. Hi, Cynthia. What's up? All right, I'm going to bring Cynthia back in a bit. Just wanted to introduce her, and I'm bringing someone else in. What we typically do here is that we are really blessed in our community. Now, we are not of the illusion anything is automatic. We don't play games here. We're not saying everybody automatically would get a job immediately. No, it doesn't work that way. But we are grateful that all our efforts, our hard work always pays off. At every interval, virtually every week, there's always something positive in our community. Somebody getting a job, somebody building their career and growing as professionals. And sometimes it's even final phases of interviews. There are always great, exciting news. So we are grateful. And also, the second person coming to chat with us is also one of our community members. He started working like 3 weeks ago or a month ago. And he will talk about how we support ourselves in our community also. The goal is two elements to it. Number one, you get a job. Secondly, more importantly, we want to make sure you can keep the job. All right. So let's get into the details today. We'll make it as quick as possible. Feel free, please type your questions. We'll see some of those questions. We'll show some of them. And some of you might, if you don't see us show your questions, just indulge us. It's a large community, so sometimes we would not get to all the questions, but we'll summarize as much as possible. There are some typical questions we know for sure, so we will just preempt, quickly address those questions immediately. If you don't mind, please just smash the like button so we can have more people. All right, let's just quickly get into the details real quick. All right, so if you're on this call, is because you want to know a little bit more about the Cyber GRC program we offer at Skillweed, and it's one of our flagship program. It entails a lot of exciting details and hands-on on cybersecurity work. Now, I'll tell you one thing, full disclosure. One of the things I've seen at times is, when you see complexity become simple, you might be tempted to think, wait a minute, this looks too simple to be true. And that is the most awkward thing I've seen personally as a professional. And I've seen sometimes people even struggle with saying, I don't want to learn how to use AI tools because I feel I don't want to learn it. But the truth is this, listen, ladies and gentlemen, our world has changed, whether you know it or not. It's not waiting for you and I. It doesn't matter what you think. What I think is useless, what you think is not relevant, to be honest. The world has changed, things are moving, and there are two types of people eventually, those that are using it to make their life efficient and those that don't use it at all. In our previous program, maybe 2 years ago, you will see us doing the hard work. Hard work. We go to sans.org. Don't worry about that. We'll get into that. We work so hard, grind it. We believe in grinding. My background, I used to be in the big consulting firm. So we grind, grind. We have template, we grind, grind, grind. And that was my training, really. I believe in a lot of hard work, a lot of efficiency in terms of working hard, but physically working hard, right? But over time, I realized, hey, wait a minute. Things have changed. It changed suddenly for all of us. Now, if you are not aware of it, things have changed. Go to our AI and You platform. If you are new to us, go to YouTube, type Skillweed. You'll see a lot of our programs there designed for you. It's amazing. Just go there. And you don't need to be part of our program to learn a lot. It will change your thinking. What we do here is to impact ourselves with knowledge, with a lot of insight into the trends. And how do we know that? I know because I travel a lot to go to conferences, some of the cutting edge conferences in the world, in AI, in cyber, in leadership, in everything, so that I can know anything I say in my community. There are things tested that we've seen, we've fraternized with others in those ecosystem also to understand what the trends are. And that's our commitment to our community. Okay. So I say all that to prepare your mind that, our learning model is changing globally, and I will teach and inspire our community also to think differently and think efficiency. What would have taken you and I a week? I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the efficiency can make you do a 1 week project in probably 3 hours. I know it might sound crazy. I know it sounds like this guy's out of his mind. I'm probably out of my mind, but in a positive way, because it should make you stand out between your peers. That's the reality of it. You will just stand out because everything is possible for your mind, and the way you work is more efficient. And we'll get into that in a bit, okay? So why are you here? You're here because you want to know a little bit about cybersecurity and what it means, what we're going to do, and I'll just jump into that real quick. And this is going to be our information session. I'm honored to be one of the mentors in this platform. I'll be teaching this particular class. I've been privileged to work with a lot of Fortune 500 companies myself, served over 100 of them. I used to be head of delivery of operation technology of a global consulting firm, blah, blah, blah. The point is, at the end of the day, I realized fundamentally, you know, every one of us have the capacity to maximize your potential. I will tell you, I know maybe some of you are in the same boat. I've never been one of the smartest in anything I do. But one thing I know is I've always been one of the most persistent, or whatever you want to call it. I just don't understand the concept of quitting stuff. That's all. And I say that to inspire somebody on this call and challenge you. Sometimes all it takes is not quitting. That's all, and showing up. There's a way the universe has a way of making things work out if you just don't know how to quit. You are crazy because you keep losing at times and you keep showing up. Sometimes the universe will just, I don't know whether I don't want to say have pity on your effort or work or everything, and it will just align eventually, right? And I challenge you for this reason because a few of us on this call will think and say to yourself, is it possible? Can I do this? Is it? And that's my story too. I always felt, okay, am I? But one thing is, some of us are so smart in 2, 3 hours, you get stuff. Some of us might take us a week. We are slow. But when we know it, we eventually know it. The good thing is that we are even. We both know it now. I love you. You're awesome. It took you 2 hours. It took me maybe a week. But we now both know it. So I challenge you that if you're in the case of I think am I back now? Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, give me thumbs up. Cynthia, can you give me thumbs up if you can hear me? Okay, good. Okay. Sorry about that. I lost my connection for a second. Okay, so let me quickly show you what you will be covering in the next few weeks, and it's just exciting. For some of us, if you are in this program, this is going to be focused on the non-technical side of IT, right? So in IT, we have the technical side. You have folks that will be doing things like core technical work. In this particular training, you would not be doing those core technical training. So what does that mean? So you're not going to be scanning a network. You're not going to be doing vulnerability assessment. You're not going to be doing SIEM, security incident event monitoring. You're not doing any of those technical stuff using tools and solutions. Now, you're going to learn a tool, but it's a GRC tool. What would you be learning? You're going to be learning things like asset management. Every organization in the world, believe it or not, they have to track and manage their assets. Now, you might ask me and say, wait a minute, why do we need to care about assets? Well, because every organization in the world have digital assets. So they should have a process to monitor and track those assets. We are going to cover things like incident response, building cyber policies, implementing risk assessment, doing privacy assessment, also working on threat intelligence, foundation of IT general controls, mapping of different security framework in cybersecurity. Then we're going to talk about some regulation for my Canadian folks. We're going to talk about PIPEDA also. So PIPEDA will be something you all will see us also talk about for my Canadian folks. I know most of you always ask that question, but we're covering it in our program also. We're going to talk about third-party risk also. We're going to learn a GRC tool, a solution actually to implement GRC, which is pretty amazing also. So we will cover that in the program also. So at the end of the day, we're going to get into different activities. Of course, so for some of us that are on this call, you might be asking, okay, what are some of those basic things from a risk angle? All of us have heard of phishing campaign, right? Fraudulent emails sent to different people to try and steal credentials. All of us know about malwares. We know about ransomware. These are things that are trying to viruses installed on different devices, and malicious actors trying to steal financial information or record from us. So all of these are things we'll be very aware of at the end of the day. Some general incidents some of us must have heard about. We've heard about Target. Target is a retail store in the US, and they had one of the worst breach in history from a third-party point of view. They brought in an AC maintenance organization to come to their company, and unfortunately for them, the hackers penetrated our network through the vulnerabilities from this third-party vendor. And as a result of that, we're talking about a loss of 110 million customer record. Huge, big deal. Another big one was Colonial Pipeline. This was a big one in the US also. It caused a lot of queues within gas station in the US. It was a disaster, really. So that was another big one out there. Then we just get into some basics of, some terms in cybersecurity, vulnerability, what is a risk, what is a threat. And I always leave this there so that you can understand areas and angles you see yourself learning. You're not going to be writing any script. There's no science. There's nothing like that involved. And in a bit, you'll see what I mean. Once we have one of our mentors come in to speak and give you an idea of, some of the things they are also doing on a day-to-day basis. Um, in the world of cyber, everybody, if you don't mind, can you type CIA? Just remember CIA, everybody. I want to make you sound a little bit more intelligent today. Type CIA. CIA simply means confidentiality, integrity, availability. So if you're in a meeting and somebody talks about cybersecurity, you say, well, I want to make sure confidentiality, integrity, availability of all our data are properly secured. I just want that alone will make you sound really knowledgeable. Confidentiality is saying, hey, is information kept private and secured, right? Integrity, are we sure our data is not modified in the process? Availability, is the data available? As simple as that, really. So we call it, the triad. Okay, see, the triad. So it's a popular term. You hear that in cybersecurity. So just give yourself some credit that you've learned one new term out there. We'll talk about some framework, and ladies and gentlemen, every one of these are things we've really prepared for. So I'm not worried about this. All of this framework, NIST framework, ISO, some pre-assessment we're going to do also around PCI DSS. We go to EPA. We're going to cover quite a number of regulations just from a general assessment angle, so that if you have an interview or life happens and you have to do this work, you're confident to do it. And you will hear in a bit from one of our mentors when he talks about his experience. Everything I'm talking about here is what he's doing right now. Everything. All right. So don't take my word, you take his word. Is on the field. All right, let's get into the top question people ask. And ladies and gentlemen, after this call, I'm going to send an invite out. Some of you have requested to meet me one-on-one. I'll send a meeting invite for group sessions of 5 max, and we can schedule some time next week also if you want to talk one-on-one on stuff. That's no big deal. All right, what's the duration of the program? 5 weeks. How many times do we meet in a week? 3 times a week. And the meeting times, Wednesdays and Saturdays and Sunday. Wednesdays is typically 8 to 9:30. Saturdays and Sunday, 2 to 4:30. Every one of this is Central Time. A lot of questions around payment terms also. Yeah, people can pay twice or 3 times also. And we use Affirm also. Is programming required in this class? Nope. Do you need to be a US citizen or Canadian citizen to get into this? Most of the jobs, residency is the requirement, right? So naturally, you need to have residency at a minimum. Sometimes if you have work authorization, you should be fine also. But please check with the organization so you can have a better picture of what is required. Do you help with resume? Yes, we do. Now you're going to work on now, ladies and gentlemen, let's be transparent. I think it's important we all take pride in our work. One of the most, I personally challenge everybody, don't outsource somebody to build your resume. It doesn't make sense because you can build it yourself in 5 minutes with this, and we'll guide you on that. The only time you need us is we now help you optimize it for jobs. Building it, I have a prompt, so you're good. You do that one in 5 minutes in our class. Don't worry about that. We got that one. The next step is now we take it and we optimize it for you for some roles so that we can target the need of those roles. Then we start applying. So we help with optimizing the resume. Okay, so that's not a big deal at all. What kind of computers do you use? It doesn't matter. Mac, Windows is okay. I have more IT background. Can I do this? Absolutely, 100%. Of course, I've sent out some intro classes and I'll send that out later too. Just basic understanding of IT. And honestly, I challenge you. Sometimes we think we are not IT. I bet to disagree. All of us, the ecosystem has forced us to be IT. Guess what? My parents are close to 80. Guess what? They use Uber, they use Lyft. It's almost unbelievable that you see African parents using Uber and Lyft. It's crazy to even think about it, to be honest. But that's what they do. They use WhatsApp. They use all of these tools. You would have never believed they could use it. But the system has trained and forced all of us. If I come to your house today, I can bet you one of the first things you're gonna ask me vice versa is, hey, can you give me your network ID, right? So it's the same process for all of us. So the system has, of course, will teach some nuances, some key areas that I think would be more useful. We'll talk about that, but those are like cloud. What types of cloud? Hybrid, private, public. We'll talk about those because those are things I want to make sure you know, right? And the reason we force that is in a meeting, you want to be intelligent when people talk about stuff. That's all. And let's start one by one. We have so many things planned out that if you follow our playbook, I am confident you will definitely be successful. Yeah, we know nothing is guaranteed. We got to put work, we got to put the time, but you stand a good chance. Together, we can be very successful together if we put that work. All right, let's quickly. We're almost wrapped up. Okay, do we have mock interview done? For those of us that are part of our community already, we have a segment called the Lions Den, and it's been one of our most impactful segments, very impactful because we work as a community, we interview our folks to prepare you for interview. We challenge you be there, just show up for the Lions Den. It gives you confidence to prepare for interviews too. Does this role require meetings? Sometimes, yes. Yes, sometimes. And that's why in our program, we design it in a way that is very collaborative. We work together so that you can be confident even when the time comes to talk to people. It doesn't mean you talk all the time, but occasionally you have to set up meetings to talk to people. How soon can I get a job? This is very individual driven, to be honest. And I like this because a lot of people ask this question. Is like going to Harvard and Yale or anywhere, oh, do I get a job the next day? It's just not a fair way to look at it. The way I look at it is different. I say if you are actively looking, sometimes some people are not even looking for a job, or sometimes somebody is not building a resume, right? But typically for active users, I'll tell you what I've seen within 2 weeks to 5 months, I've seen that range, for active use seekers of jobs. I've seen 2 weeks, I've seen 1 week, really. I've even seen before a program ends, but I'm just using the average in general. Of course, like anything, put the discipline, put the work. There's no shortcut to that, really. I wish I could tell you there was a shortcut. If there was a shortcut, I would be the first to tell you, but there's none. Do you support once you get a job? Absolutely, that's our joy, really. Not because we like anyone, but because it's in our interest to make you successful, really. So we need to support you because we need you to keep the job. We need you to do good and be the best at what you do. So it's in our interest to make sure you're successful on the job. So that's even not a question to ask, to be honest. It'd be crazy not to support my team. Really, what am I doing this for? Really, if I can't support you, it's the joy for us to work as a team to be successful together. Really, so that's very important to us. Payment option, yes, we have. People can pay twice. You can pay 3 times. There's Klarna. There's a firm option also. What roles can I apply to? These are some of the roles some of our folks have gotten jobs. So this is something I've seen a lot of people get jobs in. And so, I mean, let's see. And Lekki, I'll address those questions in a bit. Okay, somebody said, how much is it? The program is $7.99. So that is the amount of the program. All right, that's another one. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, so this is very important. This is you know, this is just showing you the difference in general. meaning pre-AI and AI. You can see this gentleman before AI, a lot of manual papers, reporting, and all that. The world has changed. So I put that graphic to say, listen, our world has changed. We're going to change with it too. That's the reality of it. Now, if you're part of our community, we have, if you go to skillweed.com, everybody bookmark that. It's so important. It's just amazingly important you're part of it because we have tons of resources there that you can leverage big time. It will make your life very efficient. So I challenge you, and I think, let me see if I can share my screen and show you guys what that looks like. I think everybody just make sure you do that because it will make your life so amazingly effective. So let me show you. If you go to Skillweed, if you go to resources, everybody, you will go to free ebook. We have tons of books here, and believe it or not, the books are valued over $2,000 in terms of the value. So it's just amazing. Take the time. Resume guide, how to do it. It's just amazing, folks. Just don't even think about it. Just go use it to leverage and help you to maximize yourself really as a professional big time. It took us a lot of time, resources to make it so happen for us. So make sure you take advantage of it and just use it for yourself, really. And I'm going to send this also to the link right now so we all have access to it. Make sure you're part of it. And I'll start addressing your question once we finish with this part of it. But give me one more second and I will address your question. All right, another one here is Lions Den. For those of us that are not aware of the Lions Den, this is a segment where we prepare our folks for interview. Let me show you guys what that looks like real quick so that you can also see that. If you go to YouTube, and you can please feel free just type Skillweed, and once you type Skillweed, it will pop up. Easily just go to our page and you can see it's a big community. We're over 29,000 now. Just go to the playlist or yes, I believe playlist. On the playlist, you will see the Lions Den here, everybody. It has tons of interviews with you can see different roles here. I mean, we have quite a number of them. So here's my challenge or my what I would challenge you to do is if you have an interview coming up, your first step is to make sure you go to the Lions Den, because that would help you to, what I realized I was probably not sharing it, but let me quickly see if I can show you guys again. It's, you just go to, let me show you guys real quick. Here we go. It's here. So you just go to the Lions Den, everybody. This is this, go to Skillweed Academy here and just click on playlist and grab the Lions Den here. This is the Lions Den. It has tons of information there to prepare you for an interview. And I challenge you also be part of the Lions Den. Join it. All the classes are equally recorded. Somebody asked, is it recorded? And I'll address a question in a bit. I think let me see what else we have here before I bring Cynthia on. All right, do we help with resume? Yes, we do. And I'll share that one also. With resume, we do. We have a portal designed for our community specifically just for resume. And, the only thing we challenge our folks to do is anytime we ask you to please submit your resume, we typically expect you to do it within a week or two. And you go to the resource page here and you go to resume review here. Let me see if I'm sharing it. Okay, so you can see resume review there. Just click on resume review and you should be good once you do that. It will give you, let me show you what, okay, am I seeing that right? Here we go. Yes. So you're going to see this. All you need to do is to upload your resume, blah, blah, blah. And it's very straightforward. Somebody said, if anyone that is not a student, can you come to be in Lions Den? Well, I mean, just reach out to us. We sometimes make exemption for that. You're part of, as long as you're part of our community, we still want you to succeed. It doesn't matter really. I've seen a lot of people get jobs that were never part of my community. So we are good with that. We just want our team to succeed professionally. That's all, really, at the end of the day. Go do great things for yourself and your family. All right. It's time, folks. It's time. So, I mean, there's nothing to, this is it for us, really. It's one life, one time. Let's maximize the potential and make the best out of it. All right, so 12:30 on the dot, Central Time. I will bring Cynthia to speak. Then, after she speaks, I'll bring the other mentor of ours to speak also, and then I will address some of your questions. All right. Hey, what's up, sis?
Hello.
Hi, sis. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time. So, I just wanted you to kind of get your take, and folks can ask questions. I want to tell us what your experience has been, the journey to get a job. I know it must have been a lot of grilling, a lot of hard work, a lot of studying. So what would you say to that person that says, okay, all right, Cynthia, I bet it's not magic, tell us your story, how the whole process worked, and why should I think of a program like this? Over
Okay.
to you, Cynthia.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Aki. I really appreciate this opportunity. And I want to say hello to everyone that took the time to be here. It's a honor. And first of all, when you talk about my name is Cynthia Onyema, you can check me out on LinkedIn if you have to. And my transition started in 2021. I started with AWS. And then for some reason, a friend of mine shared Skillweed to me, and I didn't take it serious. But it took a while because I was looking at other avenue where I can be able to leverage on. But I knew I was going to take cybersecurity at some point. So for some reason, I went to YouTube and then I stumbled on Skillweed, someone's interview prep, and that's changed that moment for me. So I looked at it. I went back to that friend of mine. I said, "Do you have this person's contact?" And that was Mr. Akin. I had to reach out to him. So we got talking. He gave me a link. I joined and then I registered. I started. I started the class in November and it ended around December. But each time we come here, it's a lot of a learning curve. It's a new things for me, policies, CIA. You talk about different things, PCI frameworks. It's broad. I knew that I'm in to be able to put in the work. I had that conviction. So I'm like, okay, this is what I'm doing. So I started. When the class was over, I started doing more and more study. And in December, I had my first interview where I had to come for Lions Den. That was the only time I came for Lions Den. I got all the reviews, and that really helped me. I brushing up and went for that interview. It didn't go well. The interview, it didn't come with an offer, so I took it, and I kept, putting in the work to grow myself to study. Every day, I put in 4 to 5 hours of study. Aside from I had my personal job that I do, I still put in that work. I had surrounded myself with positive persons, and kudos to my team that I studied with. Damola is a great guy. We studied together. I met Damola in Skillweed, so we studied together, and that was a good one for me because that resilience was there. And trust me, you will get a lot of unfortunately, email messages. And every day I apply to 60 jobs. I'm not exaggerating. Every day I apply to 60 jobs. Every day for 4 months. And sometimes it's a learning curve. I go for those interviews and then they come back to say, and the point is that I get to the third final stage. And then I had to meet with CISOs. I had to meet with chief security officers, and I don't get a feedback. So I knew that if I can be able to go from stage 1, 2, and the final stage, I'm not getting called, I knew that there's something I'm not doing right. I need to work on. So what happened was that I liaised with people who are already working in the field. So I started asking them, what do you do in the real life situation? What project do you do? What are the things you do? So I had to partner with someone who started building me up and showing me the environment. And I had to know what is going on. And that's how I learned. So I own those use cases. Skillweed actually gave me that foundation that I needed, but I needed to put in more work. And that's how I grew. Okay. And again, I just want to say to everyone that, explore as much materials. Go to your skill. In Skillweed, the truth is, I had a good hands-on experience when it comes to, having to be able to put in the work, know what the risks are, the critical issues around it. 1 second, please. Yeah, so having to, sorry about that. So having to, know how to be able to categorize your environment, analyze certain risks, Skillweed gave me that foundation. And that propelled me to know what to do next. Okay. And again, what I want to tell you is, a lot of times you feel you were always in a hurry to wanting to get a job. I recall a time where I spoke with Mr. Akin. I said, I have gotten to a final round. I didn't hear anything from the CISO. What email should I send to them? You know? And he encouraged me to say, you know what, if they don't get back to you, that's okay. You just keep pushing. So I was frustrated. But at the long run, I'm like, okay, but probably that's not for me. I kept going. Okay. And that's what happened. And back to my interview. My interview that I did was that I built my resume. I sent it to Skillweed. They helped me structure my resume. Along the line, I realized that some of the things that I had on my resume, I needed to speak through it. So I learned from my interviews that I needed to understand some of those pointers that I had. So I grew from there. And this interview that I just got, the job that I got, sorry, I actually did not apply for that job. My LinkedIn activities got me that job. They reached out to me. I'm very active on my LinkedIn, and every week I try to post something. And they said, I see that you're very active in your LinkedIn. They sent me a link. I did the interview. I spoke with the managers, the boss, and after that, it was an in-person interview. So if you are having this nervousness of having not to be in person in the office, you might as well want to just have a second thought, because at some point I felt like doing my interview virtually is just the best thing I can do. I can never be in the office. But it turns out that being in person in an interview was just the best interview that I ever had. And that got me that job. Okay. So one thing I would say to you is just keep pushing. Don't be too in a hurry, and just whatever faith you believe in, you pray, trust God, have that circle that you can rely on, and do all the hands-on Mr. Akin is encouraging you to do. If you're given an assignment, do it, because it will help you. And those hands-on really, really, it broadens the scope. You needed to understand how things work. So put in the time, study, do the hands-on, communicate. When he splits you into different groups, study, communicate. That will help you to learn. And that way you're able to break those barriers of not talking or being behind the scene. It really helped me to grow. And that's just one thing I have to say. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sis. Folks, let's give some love to Cynthia. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah, we don't sugarcoat things. We are not of the illusion anything is automatic. We are not going to come here and tell you, oh, you do a training tomorrow. Listen, man, we're adults. People go to Harvard, Yale, Cornell, NYU, the best in the world. They are still not guaranteed anything. Let's face it, right? The key is you as an individual, the mental toughness, the resilience to keep trying, keep pushing. As long as you don't quit, the universe always opens up. Now, if you're here and you're thinking, well, my plan is just 1 day, 2 days, then I get a job the next day. Come on, folks, that's not the real world. Now, some of us are just so amazingly lucky. And for those of us that are in that space, God bless your heart, we are rooting for you. A week from a training, you get a job. Boom. That happens a lot. I've seen it a lot. Those folks, I just can't relate with them because I always find mine struggle most of the time, right? So, but it happens too. So be resilient, Don't quit. And I'll tell you one thing, Cynthia can testify. As long as it's not my dad or your dad's business, some people will tell you no, and that's okay. All right, just move on. It's no big deal. Cynthia and I kind of, she would call me and say, well, we got to move on. We got to move on, really. At the end of the day, we have to keep moving on. So thank you, Cynthia. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. You're awesome. All right. So the next person I'm going to bring on board, if you don't mind, folks, please just like us on YouTube so that we can have more folks coming. We're going to bring someone that, and I like to bring people that are, currently my most recent folks. Cynthia is about to start. Dimi that is coming now is currently working, and he and I have been brainstorming, supporting. So this could be you tomorrow, right? And your first 3 weeks, I'm always very involved. Even if you don't want me to be involved in your business, when you start a project, I and my team would definitely be involved until you are stable. When you are stable, you can screw me, remove my number from. That's okay. Forget about me. That's fine. But your first 3 weeks, we like to see how we can guide your project. Once you figure out what you're doing, then run with it and do your life. That's fine. All right. And Dimi is one of the folks. Hey, brother. Thank you, Dimi. I know you have something going on today. Um, you know, uh, Dimi, can you hear me, brother? I think you're on mute. Hi, Dimeji. Can you hear me? All right, let me ping him. I know he was driving, but while he's trying to get himself unmuted, let's see some questions I've gotten. Somebody said, "Can we use same resume for the roles?" Is yeah. So with the resume, folks, we're going to use our discretion. I recommend if you can target jobs and streamline your resumes to those jobs, that's good. And have a vanilla general resume, then have one targeted for jobs. That's where I would for specific positions as much as possible, because a lot of these guys are using tools now to optimize the resumes. So it's important we're also optimizing our resume to fit those roles, or else you just see that they're not calling you back because our resume is not optimized. And the ATS scanner, which is application tracking system scanner, is not just recognizing our resume and they're passing us over. So because of that, we make sure now we have a team dedicated for that in our own community now. That's all they do for us. Optimize your resume, at least the first one. So they give you two optimized resume you can use and leverage in the long term. All right. Let's see. Hey, Dimitri, are you back? All right. Let me ping him and let him know he's probably on mute. I know he told me he was going to be driving. All right. Let's see if he's still there while we address you all. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. Okay. Okay. While he's doing that, let's address some other questions I had. Okay. Somebody said, are the classes recorded? Yes, absolutely. Every one of our classes are recorded, and just FYI, we have a learning management system. So everything you need is there in our portal. You have access to everything you need. You can listen to it anytime. You can download any document. You can actually submit your assignments too, because we hold each other accountable also. You submit assignments, we take a look at this assignment. We have teaching assistants that work with us to make sure all the assignments are aligned too. So absolutely, the answer is yes. Okay, somebody said, will there be hands-on project that we can discuss? I like this. Now let me pause. This is a very good one. And everybody on this call, let me tell you one of the biggest, in my opinion, tragedy I've seen. One of the biggest tragedy I've seen is sometimes it's easy to make your mind play games on you. As a matter of fact, the value you bring from a business point is making complexity simple. This is the leadership role. Let me be honest, folks. If you're in non-technical side of IT, it's leadership, because you're going to be speaking business and risk language. Nobody cares about you talking some fancy tech talk, to be honest. It's useless to me. Business wants simple business terms. Now, for our own community, we still recommend you take some of our technical class so that you can understand the technical language just for the fun of it, so that you can be more seasoned and smart. That's why we recommend it, not because you need it, to be honest, but it's smart because if somebody say, "Oh well, I use Nexus scanner. Oh well, I did vulnerability check. Oh, I did threat intelligence. Oh, blah, blah, blah." You just okay, got it because you're part of it already. You do it too, so it makes it easy. All right, before we jump in, all right, thank you, brother. I know you are driving. The image is awesome, man. His family mom is having a 70th birthday, and he was gracious to still say, "Hey, all right, so he's doing all the logistics." I said, "Hey, I'll jump in and just give one or two words." Hi, Dimeji, we saw you now. Can you unmute yourself? I think you're muted, brother. I think you're on mute.
Hello.
Hey, now we can hear you, brother, loud and clear.
Hello.
Can you hear us? Yes, we can hear
Yes,
you.
I can. I
All right,
can hear you
excellent.
right now.
All right, let's quickly do this for 5 minutes. I know you got to run. So I said, you know what, Dimeji was one of the right people. You and I have been working together for the last, I believe,
Hello.
3 weeks now or so. And
Hello.
so yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. I can hear you. I can hear
You
you.
hear me, right?
Yes, you're good. I can hear you.
Because I can't hear anything.
I can hear you.
Let me take it off the Bluetooth.
Yes, please. But I can hear you loud and clear. Let me be sure
Good
everybody else
afternoon,
can hear
everyone.
you. All right. Yes, we can hear you, Dimitri.
Okay. I think
Yeah.
it's
So
off the speaker because I can't hear. I can't hear anything. Let me see.
um
Well, if you can hear me, good day, everyone. It's nice to talk to you. Uh, what I'm going to say is you are in the best place, honest truth, because I used to call myself a veteran in interviews because I've done interviews for like 2 years, and then till I met him. Are you guys hearing me?
yes. Yes.
Oh, shit.
We can hear you.
Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you, brother.
Okay. Okay.
We can hear you.
So, but when I met Mr. Aki, there was a turnaround because he shares a lot of information. He's going to help you. I started working like I know I used to work. I lost the job. Then I met him. He helped me. Before I lost the job, I reached out to him. He helped me, but it was late. But when I met him again, when I started his class, I mean, before the class ended, it's a 5 week class. Before it ended,
All right. I think we lost Dimi. So if he joins again, I'll bring him on. But hey, sorry, folks, logistic stuff. But let me quickly see if we can address some of the other questions. Somebody said, when is the technical training coming up? Yeah, that is coming up soon. Give us up to next week. You'll get more information. We are partner with CompTIA, so we offer a lot of programs now. But everybody, I think, should definitely do that too, to have bragging right. Okay, continue, brother.
hello.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
continue.
Good day, everyone. It was.
Continue.
I mean, I think
You're good.
so. I
Continue.
mean, like you, anybody on here, you are in the best place you can be because I'm going to be honest. God is my witness. I kid you not. I've been through several trainings, good trainings too. But when you talk about somebody who's going to be there for you, middle of the night, morning, afternoon, day, night, at work, I work on site. And then I won't even expect his call. I'll just text him and he will call. I have to jump off my seat, run to the bathroom or anywhere. You always have. And
All right. Is this me or Dimi? All right. So while Dimitri's line is getting back, pardon us, is on transit, but it was gracious to still. Okay, let's see another question here. Will you help with resume? I think we addressed that already. So, like I said, folks, that is the list of our worry. Um, we help you with the resume to get you all sorted out. So I'm not worried about that. Somebody says, is the class virtual or instructor led? So it's instructor led, but also recorded. So it's a Zoom call, right? So, but it's recorded. So everything we do is in Zoom.
Hello.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. You're back. You're back.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. Just keep talking. I know you're in transit. It's okay.
Hello.
We can hear you. You're good.
Yeah. So, like I said, whoever is on here, you're in the best place because you have the best help. It would help you relentlessly, tirelessly. It helps me. I think before I came on, I heard him talking about my mom's birthday. Yes, I have work to do, but after today, I would be on his neck tomorrow because I have to deliver on Monday. So please, please, if you are on here, you are the right place. Please, and then you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. Please put in the work. Work tirelessly. Don't give up. I say something like I tell people like, now who give up? Fuck up. Please do not give up. Your time will come. And the people doing it that know it, they didn't have two heads. The previous lady that talked said you will get rejection emails. You know the sad part of it? Waking up on his Sunday night stroke Monday morning and opening your email and getting a rejection letter on a Monday morning. I get like 1 million of them often. It tries to bring my morale down, but no, we keep going, we move. They deny you, fine. But the one that would give you offer will not stress you. You will come like magic. So please just put your best because I tell someone, there's one of my friends from Canada that joined his class. I tell him like, our trainer himself, if he does interview, they can deny him. He might not get offer. When you're gonna get offer, it's gonna come when it's your own. It's your own. So forget like I've been doing interviews. I get denials. Forget about it. Prof himself, if he does interview, they can deny him and give somebody who doesn't even know 1/10 of what he knows. So just please keep pushing because you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. Please keep pushing and put in the work. And the honest truth is somebody that knows when you put in the work. He knows. You tell him this, he knows. He'll give you the next step. But when you tell somebody who wants to help you and you don't even have an idea of where to start from, come on. So please put in the effort. Don't give up and believe in yourself.
Thank
And
you, brother.
I
Thank you so
trust
much.
you would make. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it.
I
Thank
wish
you.
everybody
You're
the
welcome,
best.
man. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. I know it's a tough one for you today, juggling back and forth and preparing for that ceremony. Good luck and God bless, brother. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, I'm right
Thank you, sir.
outside the.
All right. Thank you. All right. That was another great one. I'm excited about this. So one of the things and I'm going to send you, for those of you that want to catch up early next week, I'll send you a link to Calendly where you can also schedule some time. It will be mostly group schedule. Somebody said they couldn't get it so that you can at least, let me see if this one works. I just sent another one. Hopefully that works. But honestly, the next thing is just go ahead and register and let's have fun together. Let's roll together. Put the work. We're not of the illusion anything is automatic. We're going to put the work, the discipline, and we are transparent here. We don't play games, and I'll tell you why it's important we don't play games together is this. You have to hold me accountable and my team accountable to make sure we teach you relevant things. We are not some folks that are just new kids on the block. We are leaders in this practice, in this field also, and we are very experienced in this field. We work with the best the world has to offer in this field. The least we can do is to support and help our community, elevate somebody on this call too. And we put a sense of urgency in it that okay, in our community, let's empower people, give you the right tools, skills to be successful also. Don't shortchange yourself. Remember again, excuses devalues you. You can come in here and just take it easy or make excuse, manufacture 100 reasons why it will not work. And I'll tell you this, at the end of the day, it's you're just limiting yourself. It's you. It's nothing to do with anyone else. It's you. Your belief system, I challenge everybody. Just have an open mind and believe in yourself. If Because I'll tell you from a leadership angle, mostly when you are in a position, you pay some folks crazy amount, and sometimes they are not really, from an execution point of view, they don't execute. They might be talkers, they know how to talk, but they don't execute. And technically, if I was to hire some of them again, I would not really. And they make a lot of money, over 200 grand at times. Then you that are smart, putting work, putting time, you are limiting yourself, self-talking yourself out, or saying things like, oh, inspirational words. So or saying things like AI, it's embrace the reality, ladies and gentlemen. This is our new normal. So I challenge everybody on the call, put the work, put the time, believe in yourself, and just go for it. If it's your dream, go for it. Put the work, no excuses. Treat yourself. Make it a treat for yourself. All right? You've taken care of everybody else. Treat yourself too in the next couple of weeks. Let's take one or two more questions. I'll be out of here. Do you need certification to get a job after training? I love this. Now, this is what we do in our community because we are partners with CompTIA. It's one of the largest certification body out there. So we can offer their program. We are offering Security Plus. You can take it, but this is the way we strategize around it. It's not required to get a job. However, we're going to put it on the resume, in bracket, in view, meaning we are working towards it. People understand that. So we are not saying we have it. We're just saying we are working towards it. Okay, and people understand that, and we just focus on the job. Everybody that I've spoken today, to my knowledge, they don't have a certification, and virtually 80% of our folks that start a job, they don't have a certification, but they eventually get one. But the focus first is job. We put the emphasis on the economy side. Let's get a job, then we can work on certification. Let's see another one. Is there support where you help us build? Okay, this is a question. Okay, help us build proposals to showcase our project to employers. Okay, full disclosure, folks, we don't use ourselves and say, you work with us, we put portfolio, we don't do that here. You would have to figure that out, right? So our program is, we give you the skills, the tools, and we reference ourselves. We put each other in groups, then we reference each other, right, professionally. And also you can use your group for work reference if you want to. But we just don't, somebody said, do we create LinkedIn profile? No, you would create your own profile yourself. It's your profile, right? And honestly, it doesn't take more than 5-10 minutes. So you need to create your profile yourself. It's your profile. Nobody's going to create that. And there are many good YouTube pages. I will share that with you. It will not take you more than 10 minutes. Watch it. Create a profile. AI tools will create summary for you on your profile. That is, if you can't spend 5 minutes to dedicate for your career, I'll speak as a leader here, then honestly, you don't deserve it. That's my first take. I don't want to hire you too. If you can't spend 10 minutes to put your profile together on your LinkedIn, to put summary and create a page for yourself on LinkedIn for 5 minutes, or you can't put 5 minutes for AI to develop your resume. As a leader, as your coach, as your mentor, I will not hire you. I can't hire you because it's business, it's serious stuff. Think about it. A lot of us are critical about paying a program $800 or $1,000, whatever number. Think about this. Let's be fair. Somebody's about to pay you $100,000. You're scrutinizing a program paying you $1,000, that you're paying $1,000 or $800, whatever number, right? So imagine somebody that's paying you 100 grand a year. They have a right to scrutinize you and fire you if you don't deliver. So it's serious business, though. It's serious. It's not a joke. we can laugh about, but it's serious business. People are paying you a lot of money. They are putting trust in us. So we got to put work and discipline, excellence, take pride in your work, take take it serious. This is like I review people's master thesis, some people's PhD thesis too. So I know what even the academic line is talking about. So put the work, or else it will show. People will know that you're not putting the work, and it will reflect in your deliverable. So we are very research driven in our community. So I'm going to train you to think different. You have to put work. You have to be disciplined. There's no easy way around. I wish I could. We're not going to play games. If you want to do it, I want you to be the best in this. I want you to aspire for leadership too, to be the best in your craft. So make it your mindset now. Don't wait till a few months down the line. No, today, and not just because of yourself. Think and say, the community relies on you, because guess what? You can make hiring decision that can help 5 people because of your trust equity you've built in your organization. So it's not about you. Yes, you make the money, but think about it more than you and I alone. It's important. So put the work. We're not going to play games of you have to work, put research, and take it a step further. Okay, let's quickly get out of here. Would you have a certification? Yes, all our programs, we have certificates we offer people. And right now, our programs are very seasoned. We're in partnership right now, talking with Isaka to be showcasing our program. So a lot of people are really endowed to the quality of our work. So we're happy about that. I mean, all the classes are recorded. Somebody said if we don't have it, it's recorded, and everything is recorded, so no problem. So, all right, I'll leave that. The beautiful thing, somebody said, we have a lot of free internship program, free books. Just go take that one, Kenneth. A lot of good stuff out there for you. All right, let's see another one. Any other question? Let me see. I think I addressed the question of support. We are good with the support. Okay, when does it start? April 27th, folks. April 27th, we are kicking off. That's next week, actually. So we're kicking off next week. If you have further question, I'm going to send a link. I sent it already. Join the calendar invite. It's limited space, so quickly join now. If you have specific question, we just work out. I think it's a slot of 5 person each. If you want to ping me one-on-one, no big deal. Just text me. Also, we can talk one-on-one. Text me on business page. My team would route it to me, so not a big deal. I'm happy to speak with you all. And don't worry, I'm not one of the folks that would escape or run away if you're on a project. We don't do that here, man. We need you to succeed. I need you more than you need yourself to be successful, for my selfish reason too. Your success reflects our brand. So it's important you're successful. Somebody said if a student is not at the last stage and not getting offer, how can you help? And the beautiful thing is this. Yes, I understand. Sometimes you keep trying, you feel, I'll challenge you, come to the Lions Den. Let's prepare you further. Sometimes it's easy to think, well, other people are doing the Lions Den, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be on the hot seat. But sometimes enhance and build your confidence. So I would invite you, come to the Lions Den. Even if you're not in our program, at times I bring them to my Lions Den. On one condition though, I would have prepared and listened to you. If I think you're not ready, I'm not going to bring you to just, I would not want to torture you to embarrass yourself in public, right? Because it's a public space. So if I realize you're not seasoned enough, I will not even bring you to the Lions. Then and I can tell in 1 minute really on the phone with you. So I'll just respectfully say, don't even come there, please, for now. Because if you come there, I will not ask you with the assumption you don't know anything. I'm going to ask you with the assumption I'm interviewing you for a project. And I'm sure you don't want to be in a spot when you're not prepared. So that's the only thing about it. All right, let's another one. All right. Sorry, guys. We try to keep the time. Final 2 minutes, I'll be out of here. Promise. Let me see. What is it? Okay, I talked about that. Let me see another question. Greatest one. All right, cool. Okay, I think it's fair to say, please, if you don't mind, please like us, so that we can share this to more people. And above all, folks, I'll be honored to have you as a mentor in the program. Join the program. one thing I can commit to you is I'll work hard to make sure you're successful. Whatever it takes. I'm not of the illusion that anything is automatic. I don't play that game here. But one thing I know is anytime we put our best in good faith, hold me accountable, make sure we teach relevant things, right? And I will do the same thing too. And everything we do has led to people's success. So we are not going to change the model, really. We can fine tune and enhance things. We motivate people too. So you might see me start a class, we start playing some inspirational videos 10 minutes before our class. So people don't like that, but that's what we do, and we'll keep doing it here. All right. It's just a way to kind of make you know, we know everything starts with the mind. If you can believe, everything else would align. So I know that. So the teaching is the least of my, is the simplest part of it. Simple. I taught with the biggest firms in the world, the Big Four. I taught 5 programs there. I mentor a lot of people as the head of delivery of big organizations. Those are simple part of it. The most important piece of the puzzle is the mind. And I'm sensible enough to know that everything else will adjust if the mind is right. I guarantee you. So in case somebody is thinking their mind, oh, well, no, everything we do is planned, is designed to the letter. We want you to be, but I know if your mind is right, everything will adjust. But if the mind is not right and you have so much knowledge, it will be useless. I know it. So also we have a club we read, so that every week at least 2 minutes of reading something that will inspire you will change everything. I wish you all the best. Thank you, everybody. And please like us. And I would let you all enjoy it, and I'll put our flagship music for you to enjoy. Thank you, everybody. I look forward to seeing you. Folks, let's work together. Thank you, everybody.
Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skillweed Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time. Oh, 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 Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skillweed Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time. the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time. Oh, 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 Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skillweed Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong.